Are you okay?
Yeah, just LinkedIn won't let me go live, so I gotta remove
Oh, so it's
LinkedIn.
loading or something?
Yeah, hold on. All right, I'm going live.
Okay.
Hey, everybody, we are live, and this is oh man, the winningest and the winningest.com. We've been live for a little while, and not knowing it that LinkedIn wasn't letting us have a live feed. So this is the winningest show. It's my show. I am Adam Wins, and I am your host. This is Katarina Wins, and she is
Hey.
the beautiful Katarina is guest hosting with me today. We are testing internet connections, and I've moved to the glasses, and it's my show, and I want to wear glasses, and I like it. And if you don't like it, too bad. I don't want to hear about it, but I'm gonna wear glasses on this show because I'm doing a lot of things while I'm doing this show. I don't have a huge production team on it simply because I don't want it. And that requires me to look over here, look over there, look over there. And then when I get back to the camera, it doesn't look so good because I'm looking and my eyes are going all different directions. So I like the sunglasses. I see why Howard Stern does it. I see why a lot of other guys do it. Um, that's my look, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, you look great, Adam.
Hey, you look beautiful as well, honey.
Oh,
I
thank
really,
you.
you're looking your best ever. So listen, we're doing the test right now. We're testing some different internet connections because we've got a big 2020 coming up. So we're really going to be rolling hard really hard, meaning multiple interviews a day with some really big guests. Okay. Some really, really, really big guests. We thought about doing a studio production. However, getting everybody to the studio, we travel a lot, getting everybody out to the boat. We don't have a big enough boat where we have a helicopter pad yet. So getting everybody to the boat and coordinating those types of interviews, it's real.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. It's really tough. So we're working on some different dialing in some different internet connections, checking out some different methods to get a higher quality video out. It's really challenging because we don't have 5G yet, but we're working on that. And once we're on 5G, I think everything will look a lot smoother and go a lot better. The goal of what we're doing here is to get everybody out really good content and bring you like really smart, intelligent guests that have something to contribute on a real level, okay? Not some kind of BS level. I mean, this is really about being the winningest, and it's about, having your wealth and having your health under control. So you're not going to see any 300-pound dudes on here talking about keto and some bullshit because I know there's a lot of people out there that are just fake as fake can get. And you know who you are. You're probably watching me right now. But what I'm telling you is this is just who we are. I'm here in sunglasses with my shirt open, my gold chain, and my tattoos. Okay. I got the book coming out this year, 2020. The book is called I Am the Winningest. Okay. And what it's really about. Kat, do you want to tell them what it's about or you want me to tell them?
You go ahead. Go
All
ahead.
right. So it's really a book about being the winningest, okay, and how everyone can be the winningest, how you too can be the winningest. There's 14 chapters, and it's a lot about my life and my experience, good and bad. I've went through a ton of shit. I've done a lot of really dumb shit in my life when I've been wasted. I've had a problem with drugs and alcohol in my past, very very far away in my past. Both myself and Kat, we've had our struggles with drugs and alcohol, and we've wasted a lot of time. We haven't been at our winningest, but we are now, and that's who we are. And we're here to help other people to show them that path, okay? And we want to know from other people where they're at, and we're going to be interviewing a lot of very wealthy people. We're going to be interviewing a lot of people that manage a lot of money for a lot of wealthy people. And some of them are on the top of their game. Not all of them are. So we will call them out if that isn't the case. Okay. So, or we'll just not have them on, obviously, because we're not going to have 200-pound people talking about keto or 300-pound dudes talking about keto. This is really about, you know, keeping it real, being the winningest, because this isn't a contest or it's not a challenge. There's no winners and losers here. The winningest, being the winningest, is all about up here. And every day waking up knowing who you are, knowing what you want. And really, that's what it all comes down to. That's what the new book is about. That's what this whole movement is about. That's what the Globus Church of Wealth and Wellness is all about. It's all about you having the information to make yourself the winningest, okay? To make yourself the winningest in wealth and the winningest in wellness, okay? Wellness. Okay, that's health. And it's super important that you get the right information, because I had really shitty teachers, okay? My parents were horrible teachers. For example, I talk a lot about my wife and her height. I'm 5'6". I'm a midget. My wife is 6'1". And why did that happen? Because I have an ex-wife, okay? I have an ex-wife, and that ex-wife was something that I didn't want. I got what life gave me, okay? Step one in this whole process of being the winningest is to figure out what you want. What's your definite purpose? What's your purpose? Okay? What's your purpose? And figuring out what I wanted, one of those things was, again, going back to bad teachers and the wrong information. My mother, okay, she didn't let's be honest here, right? This is all about being honest, right, Kat?
Yeah,
My
I guess.
mom, my mom, I don't believe that she really wanted me, okay? So I was a unwanted child. Okay? She had other things in her life. I probably wasn't on her list of, she's like my ex-wife. You got whatever life gave you. She didn't have Adam Wins on her list of having an awesome son like me. Okay? So I didn't spend much time with her as a child, and I spent a lot of my time swimming. I was a swimmer and I was constantly swimming. And I started to swim so much because my mom could just push me off there in a sort of, it's like a babysitter. She could just push me off there. And then I started to excel in it. I started to do really well because I was practicing every day for multiple hours. How could you not get well? But one of the things about my teachers were they didn't understand that both my father was 5'6" my mother was 5'6", and I'm not going to be over 6 foot tall. And to be a champion and to be the winningest in swimming, you got to be 6 foot tall. So there's certain things in life that you can't always be the winningest. Some of that is genetic. So I was very intentional in knowing what I want and knowing what I want for my children, which is my future self, which is why on my list of things that I wanted, because you can only get what you want if you know what it is. That's rule number one. Unless you know what you want, you're going to get whatever life gives you. So on my list was a beautiful woman, and there's a whole bunch of other things on my list besides just that. But over 6 foot tall was one of those criteria because I have exceptional athletic ability. I mean, I can just pick up any sport and really kick everybody's ass. All through school, I could do the same thing. The problem was, at a certain point, when you get to the highest levels, genetics are required, right? You got to have a bigger hand size to cup the water. You got to have a longer hand size to cup that water, or a longer arm size. It's physics. It's mathematics. And that's what life is really about. It's about having the right teachers. And going through my life, I didn't have the right teachers. And a lot of the decisions I made were reactions, right? So a lot of the decisions I made were simply reactionary towards bad teachers, not knowing what I wanted, and whatever kind of pains in my life that I didn't know how to deal with, right? Because nobody's ever trained me in how to deal with those things. I've had to spend a lot of time on personal growth, on my mind, on my body, and on my finances. I mean, it's health, wealth, and up here, that's health, that's wellness. Okay. You got to spend a lot of time on it, and you got to really get the information from the right sources. And I believe I'm an authority on this subject because A, I study more than anybody else. I'm constantly reading, researching, and finding out because I am right 99% of the time because I do the work. I do the homework so that I'm not wrong. I don't like to be wrong. I don't like to just pull shit out of my ass, pull out lies and bullshit. I want to know what it is. So it's very important that you get your information from the right sources. And I'm not the only source. I'm here to bring you source after source after source after source. These are sources I find and Kat finds. I mean, Kat's finding sources all the time. She's constantly bringing me new things about sauna, new things about different health regimens and different things that we can do to be, the winningest in wellness and wealth. I mean, Kat, you're doing a ton of reading lately on sauna. I mean, you're really actually you're a diehard on it more than I am.
I wanna make sure I'm doing it right. Because you sometimes the people go to sauna and they know how to use it and not to use it. There's a lot of things to it you can find and research. Online you can find anything you want, or just do ebook, order the book anyway. But you can just, do your search how to do things right.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to use the sauna and then I realize I'm doing it wrong. There's something not working out. So
exactly.
Sometimes, everybody's wrong.
So everybody can be wrong. And that's why we're coming out with the book, The Winningest, because we're actually putting together all of this information. We've got a health section, we've got a wealth section, we got a love section, we got a relationship. And a lot of times you're getting your information from people that have ulterior motives. Okay. My motives are simple. Okay. I'm already the winningest. Plain and simple. I've got a beautiful wife, got a beautiful family, and generally I'm a pretty happy person and I got my health. Okay. I'm the winningest right there. My goal is to have more people on the same path and contribute to the lives of more people and helping them. That's my ultimate goal. And I'm achieving that by getting this information. I'm putting it together in a book. Some of it is about me and the things that I've gone through as examples, some of the mistakes that I've made that I've learned from, some of the information that I've attained by research, a lot of information that we've attained by research. And that's what this book is. Being I Am the Winningest is a life blueprint. It is a book you can base your life upon. Okay? I mean, it's really and when I say that this is the church of wealth and wellness, the Globus Church of Wealth and Wellness, I am dead serious. Why? Because you've been taught all the wrong things. Okay? Church, whatever church you go to, I don't know if you're Jewish, I don't know if you're Catholic. I mean, the Jewish are smarter with religion. They stick together and do business together. You haven't really learned the facts about things like compounding, and even in the Bible, there's tons of lessons about that. But I can guarantee you that your pastor at church hasn't taught you about that. And shame on him, because he's running his church like a business, and he's running his church to pull money out of you, and that doesn't help you. Okay, the church should be designed to make you more wealthy so that you can contribute. That's ultimately what a church or a religion or a rabbi is, just a teacher. Okay, Jesus was a rabbi, which was just a teacher, and that's all this is about. And that's all we're doing here, is supplying you with the right information at the right time for you. It isn't for everybody, and if it's not, feel free to turn it off or do whatever you need to do. But that's what the future is all about for us here. We're content with everything that we have and the way that we're living our lives. Our goal is to enrich more people, to allow them to become the winningest in wealth and wellness. And we truly believe that you've been educated or miseducated predominantly, I think your church, if your church isn't telling you about the foods that you need to be eating or not eating, and they're saying, "Hey, fill my collection plate," you're in the wrong church. What's up, Nathan? How you doing? That's my little one. He's got the same birthday as me. So if your church or your rabbi or your teacher or wherever you're getting your information from is just pulling that money out of you. So if your guru, the first thing he says to you is, "Give me $5,000, give me $10,000, give me $20,000, then I can help you." That is not what this is about. Okay, we're about showing you how to do it, teaching you why you need to do it, and then giving you the tools to actually do it. Okay, it's not. I talk about things that nobody else talks about. I talk about saving money. God forbid, saving money. Who talks about saving money? Nobody talks about saving money. All these moron gurus talk, "Well, just go make more, just go make more, just go make more." No, you need to save money. Okay? You need to save money. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to be addressing this year. And it's our mission, again, to bring you the best people, the winningest people with the winningest systems, the winningest formulas, the winningest actual concrete facts and mathematics to make yourself the next level and be the winningest and be all that you can be. And that's what this is about. So love me or hate me, like it or not, it's coming out. We're going to be here every day, multiple times a day with a ton of content to bring you what you need. We're bringing it to the masses. It's coming out. So, Kat, I'm sorry I've been dominating this conversation a little bit and not
That's okay. That's okay.
not,
Just
not
testing.
letting you share. We're doing a little bit of test here, and
Yeah.
we're gonna see how this quality is, and give everybody maybe you didn't even want it, maybe you didn't even know you wanted it, but it's one of those things you're gonna figure out what you want, and I guarantee you want to be the winningest in wealth, and you want to be the winningest in wellness, right? I mean, there's nothing else to be, because if you're not the winningest, you're the losingest. That's it. If you're not winning, you're losing. There's only one way you can go, and as the older we get, the more we age. If you're not on top of this, if you're not on top of your wellness and you're not on top of your wealth, if you're letting it get away from you, if you're believing the education that you've got from the banks, if you're believing the education you've gotten from the pharmaceutical companies, if you're believing the education you got from your church, from your Catholic church or your Presbyterian church or whatever religion you're a part of, if they're not putting money in your pocket, that ain't what God wants. God wants you to be wealthy, and God wants you to be healthy. Okay? That's why he born you that way. And you've got so much power. And all those sources of information that are wrong, that aren't the winningest sources of information, are designed for one thing and one thing only. And that's to separate you from your source of power, from your potential. Your potential. That's the Latin root of power. Okay? They want you to not achieve your potential. At the Winningest, we're here to not only show you, but we're here to help you achieve your potential, because we know it's so important. We know you're better than whatever you're doing right now. We know you've spent too many years wasted. We know you wasted too much time, wasted too many days, and that's about to stop right now this year. Okay? This year is when everybody jumps on and everybody becomes the winningest. This is the Globus Church of Wealth and Wellness. This is all about your wealth and your wellness. And anybody can do it, and everybody can do it. It's for everybody. Doesn't matter what your religion is, okay? This is about religiously executing information and having the right information. You got to do it every day. You got to wake up, you got to educate yourself, you got to execute the information, and, keep to it. And you can falter. It's okay. We all falter, right? It's okay. So, Kat, speak a little bit to the crowd here.
Yeah. Yeah. What are we talking about? talking about the health and the wealth, right?
That's
So yeah,
it.
that's it. That's number two. First, number two priorities, right? Health and wealth.
It's number one and number two. And if you don't
Number
have
one and
those,
number two.
you don't have anything. So,
Yep.
whatever bullshit you're buying about this guru or this closer or this sales or whatever it is, bullshit. And I guess I'm calling bullshit because, you know, you can be well without a Ferrari. You can be well without a Lamborghini. You can be the winningest without all those things. Okay. The first thing is education. It's about your future. It's not about anything of your past. It's about your future. So we're going to get you through your past. We're going to get you through those hurdles. We're going to have excellent sources of mental health. We're going to have excellent exercises in mental health. Can have excellent sources in physical health. Because you got to have, if you only got your mind right, you don't have your body right, you're dead. You're dead. Okay. And there's a lot of churches that fail. They fail on that big time. And it's about being a total package to be the winningest. You got to have your mind right, you got to have your body right, and you got to have your bank account right, and you got to be working on it and have the right information. So I've talked too long. This is just a test. This is just a test. And
Number now.
yeah, yeah. Anyways, Kat, thanks for listening. Have a great day, and we're gonna bring you more valuable information from the winningest all this year, all next year, and always in the future.
Super exciting.
I know, right?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Signing off. This is Adam Wins. I'm looking very forward to it. Thank you, Kat.